From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
These bills are dehumanizing.
Anger at the Capitol today over anti-immigrant legislation. Why one group plans to boycott the state if those bills pass.
Find out what this Tempe apartment complex is doing to make sure residents pick up after their pets.
Knock it off. That's enough.
Where exotic animals like these end up as a result of illegal trade.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Amber Kawaji.
And I'm Zach Pocklip. Thanks for joining us. The Somos America Coalition was at the Capitol today urging Governor Doug Ducey not to pass any bill that resembles anti-immigrant legislation.
The group explained that should any anti-immigrant bill get signed, they will call for a statewide boycott.
The legislature is once again promoting extremist public policies shamelessly aimed at making life so miserable for undocumented immigrants.
Numerous bills were listed. The coalition says promotes anti-immigration in Arizona, leaving many to feel targeted because of their race.
The law part of our society is telling people that certain people that we don't want them here, and if they get in trouble with the law, they're not going to be treated the same way as citizens are.
One bill is SB 1377, which allows a judge to impose the maximum sentence with no parole if a person's immigration status is, quote, an aggravating factor.
It's literally in the thousands of families that are affected by these hateful proposals.
Some of the concerns expressed today was the possible return of legislation similar to that of SB 1070.
They're fleeing poverty, they're fleeing violence, they're fleeing corruption.
The Somos America Coalition says if they don't see a change in Arizona's legislation, they will call for those planning to visit Arizona to change their plans.
We would not make a decision on it until the governor and the state legislature has indicated by action or inaction their intentions on this hateful series of bills.
Several business groups reacted to the Somos America announcement, including the Arizona Chamber of Commerce and the Arizona Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. They condemned the discussion of an Arizona boycott. Their statement reads in part, instead of trying to damage our state's economy and reputation, they should be focused on constructive solutions that bring Arizonans together.
Nearly 1 in 5 business owners in the state are foreign-born according to the 2010 census figures. Many of those businesses owners are Hispanic.
Reporter Chloe Nordquist tells us how Latino entrepreneurs are contributing to our economy.
Arizona has seen an increase in Hispanic small businesses in recent years, from coffee to kids.
Pilar Calderon has a thriving bilingual child care center. In the last 5 years, her small business has grown from 4 kids to 50.
So now we have another goal to expand it again, expand the business, and we are looking for open a second center.
Calderon and her husband Carlos started the business together. They moved from Mexico City 10 years ago, looking for better opportunities.
We love Mexico, we love our country, but we were looking for a best place, more safe, or feel more comfortable with everything.
The number of Hispanic-owned businesses grew by 70% between 2007 and 2012. There are now an estimated 123,000 Hispanic-owned firms in Arizona, according to the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.
Hispanic-owned businesses in the state of Arizona, the 123,000 that exist, contribute about $10 billion a year to the economy.
Many of the entrepreneurs are women. Stephanie Vasquez owns the Fair Trade Cafe in downtown Phoenix.
It was a rough start. I opened this location right before what we call the recession.
Vasquez was an educator before becoming an entrepreneur. This teacher turned business owner started her coffee shop from scratch.
I think the big thing is not just supporting Hispanic small businesses, it's supporting small local businesses, and above all, supporting each other.
One sale at a time, Vasquez is building her business in the community and contributing to the Arizona economy.
Hispanic businesses owned by women are the fastest single growing segment of small businesses in the country. Chloe Nordquist, Cronkite News.
Wisconsin has made its picks in the race for the White House.
Ted Cruz won over Donald Trump on Tuesday, pushing the GOP closer to a contested convention.
As a result of the people of Wisconsin defying the media, defying the pundits, I am more and more convinced that our campaign is going to earn the 1,237 delegates needed to win the Republican nomination.
Cruz picked up 36 delegates last night in Wisconsin with a victory of nearly 50% of the votes. Trump won 35% of the vote and was allotted 6 delegates. John Kasich finished the night with 14%. And on the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders continue to go head-to-head.
Clinton ramped up the criticism of Sanders today, questioning if he's even a Democrat.
Well, he himself has said that he never was. He never ran as a Democrat until he started running for president. But look, he's in the race, I'm in the race. And I believe strongly that it's not only critical to nominate someone who will win in November, but also to elect more Democrats.
The remarks come after Clinton's loss last night in Wisconsin. Bernie Sanders edged out a victory with 56.6% of the vote, giving Sanders 48 delegates. That left Clinton with 43.1% of the vote and 38 delegates. The Democrats now turn their attention to the Wyoming caucus on April 9th.
And both parties have primaries in New York on April 19th. With tax day quickly approaching, are you still looking to receive money back from the state?
Reporter Sydney Glenn found out how you can earn a tax credit and help underprivileged Valley schools.
Mayor Greg Stanton stopped by the Uptown Wednesday Market in Phoenix today to serve up some free coffee and to inform people about the Kids Are Missing Out campaign.
Retail politics at its best.
Free coffee, a sales pitch, and a handshake from the mayor.
The after-school enrichment programs are some of the best educational experiences a kid can have, and we can only do it if it's funded.
Out at the farmers market promoting the Kids Are Missing Out campaign, a dollar-for-dollar tax reduction that helps fund schools' extracurricular programs.
Classrooms are not a social place, but after-school activities where you get with your peers, your friends, tremendous engagement in our school systems.
The goal of the campaign is to help what they call the most deserving of school districts receive more tax credit donations.
Look, those kids in those classrooms, that's our future. And so after-school enrichment is one of the best ways to make sure that they have the best overall educational experience.
For more information and to see the full list of those targeted school districts, visit kidsaremissing.org. In the Broadcast Center, I'm Sydney Glenn, Cronkite News.
Vertical licenses can again be used to purchase alcohol in Arizona if you're of age.
Governor Doug Ducey signed House Bill 2031, which repeals a prohibition on Arizona and other state IDs being accepted to buy alcohol if the ID is vertical or bears the words under 21. The new law allows people to buy alcohol so long as their date of birth shows they are of age and they have a photo. The past law was put into effect in 2014 as an effort to curb underage drinking, but sponsors of the bill say the law negatively affected the tourism industry. Fry's grocery store will be building its first downtown Phoenix location right between Washington and Jefferson Streets near First Street. Years after high demand, the new 55,000 square foot grocery store will be built on the surface parking lot between Cityscape Phoenix and Colliers Center. The Fry's grocery store will also be close to major light rail access. City Council member Michael Nowakowski says this has been more than 10 years in the making.
It was a combined effort of students, of residents. We have a lot of historic homes and neighborhoods, you know, the Willow and Cannell, all those neighborhoods coming together saying, Councilman, we need a grocery store.
According to Nowakowski, the Fry's is expected to break ground by the end of the year, but won't be up and running until 2018. Fry's plans to hire more than 150 employees at their downtown location. You can also expect the new Fry's store to be 2 stories. It will be part of a mixed-use building, including office and residential space. Nowakowski says his next project is to build the first mall in downtown Phoenix.
Have you ever wanted to own exotic pets such as crocodiles or cougars?
If so, you may want to think twice. Coming up on Cronkite News.
Lucy and Charlie and Stuart here are very mellow alligators, but you know, if they were having a bad day, it'd be nothing for these to take off unarmed.
Why these animals that started as pets ended up under the care of sanctuaries.
It's officially
fire season, and with the dry climate because of El Nino, how busy are these firemen going to be this year?
The true measure of all our actions is how long the good in them lasts.
This is who I am, where I'm from.
If you're on the right side of history, you can accomplish anything.
It's a connection between your present and your past.
Come this way. This is good. This is very good.
We are at
attempting to fulfill the promise of America.
The stories about who we are shape us.
This chance to go through a time machine.
Good heavenly days.
We should know our history.
It informs, but it doesn't constrict you.
It's a framework to carry out human activity.
The sky is the limit.
It started a long time ago.
For only the third time in the award's 74-year history, a Phoenix-based news operation wins the prestigious Alfred I. DuPont Columbia Award for Excellence in Broadcast Journalism. And this year, that news operation is Cronkite News, the news division of Arizona PBS, honored for its work on the groundbreaking documentary, Hooked, Tracking Heroin's Hold on Arizona. Cronkite News at Arizona PBS, award-winning journalism you can count on from the station you trust.
A brush fire that started in Arizona jumped the Colorado River and is now burning in California. The Pirate Fire has now burned at least 1,200 acres of trees and vegetation, mostly in Arizona. It's also being called the Topak Fire. 2 RV parks south of Needles, California have been evacuated. Several fire departments are working in the area. Crews were first alerted about the fire around 4:30 this morning. The cause of the fire is unknown, but investigators are considering it suspicious. Arizona's wildfire season officially started just 2 days ago. Cronkite News reporter Kendall Bartley visited Flagstaff to see what impact El Niño's unusual climate will have on our state.
Just a few years ago, here in Flagstaff, a huge fire caused evacuations, damages, and major flooding. So I spoke to officials about what to expect for this fire season.
The 2010 Schultz fire in Flagstaff burned over 15,000 acres. Tina Adams, a Flagstaff resident forced to evacuate, was asleep when the mountains behind her became engulfed in flames.
I went out to look at the mountains and I took a picture and it just looked like an angry face.
That fire grew quickly because of high winds and forced the evacuation of more than 700 homes. This year, El Niño is causing unusual conditions this fire season.
Typically, El Niños are expected to bring wetter than normal conditions to the southwest, but that's not what happened this year.
So what does that mean for fire season?
We are in worse shape at this time this year than we were last year. So it's kind of setting the stage for what could be a significant fire season, but to see how it plays out, we have to wait until May or June.
Last year, the state didn't have as many wildfires as in years past. There was high levels of precipitation in May and even rainfall in June. Geraldine Byrne, a FireWise specialist, says the fire departments are already holding drills to get the departments ready, doing fuel treatments and thinning around the city.
Clean up around their home every spring of any flammable debris or materials kind of close to their home.
Officials say fire season is only going to last 3 months long and should be over by the end of June. In Flagstaff, I'm Kendall Bartley, Cronkite News.
Southwest Wildlife Conservation Center in Scottsdale has been the home to coyotes, Mexican gray wolves, and other exotic animals for the past 22 years. But the center may be now at risk for closure. One neighbor has filed complaints and lawsuits in an effort to shut it down. The center dropped off 180,000 signed petitions to save the facility at the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors meeting today. The center says it's lost nearly 70% of revenue due to the neighbor's complaints, although that neighbor didn't show up today. The center now wants to special use permit to have more educational outreach and tours to increase revenue. On top of Frankie the skunk and Moccasin the owl showing support, workers, Maricopa County leaders, and even other neighbors all showed up today.
They provide such an education on top of housing animals and rehabilitating them and releasing them back into the wild. It's a win-win situation for the entire community.
It's not only a gem for Maricopa County, it's a gem for the state.
The center and others like it are the only places that offer refuge for exotic and even endangered wildlife in Arizona. Investigative reporter Amanda Ames took a closer look at why more of these animals are ending up in the hands of black market traders.
The sale and purchase of most exotic animals is illegal in Arizona and across the Southwest, but that doesn't stop it from happening. Between 2005 and 2015, Arizona Game and Fish issued 88 citations for possession, importation, and exportation of restricted live wildlife.
And in my experience of 23 years with the department, and the illegal wildlife trade is significant.
In Arizona, it is illegal to keep exotic and most native live wildlife as pets. But even so, many people get around these laws.
You can get anything online, I promise.
We have unscrupulous shippers that will actually mark the box live harmless turtles and put them on a plane. One time on a Delta airline, I got a call, the live harmless turtle was rattling, so that was kind of a dead giveaway inside the box.
Once seized, many of these animals are sent to sanctuaries like Southwest Wildlife Conservation Center or the Phoenix Herpetological Society.
You know, we don't always have these open enclosures like, hey, we have all this room. We're busting at the seams as well, too, because there's so many animals that need homes.
There are animals that aren't found anywhere else in the world that are found here in Arizona. And because of that, it's a hotbed for people to come and collect reptiles from Arizona.
If you just look on the internet, it is amazing at the things that you can buy. Luckily, Arizona is pretty tough with its laws and regulations about wild animals.
Arizona's illegal animal trade is unlikely to slow down anytime soon, as perpetrators typically face only misdemeanor charges and small fines.
The court decides, you know, it's an alligator, and they give them some nominal fine, and that's where the fault lies.
Hearst says rewards outweigh the risks involved in Arizona's illegal animal trade.
There's a lot of money in wildlife, and we've mentioned earlier that the chance of being caught is low. The chance of punishment is minimal.
But without stricter enforcements, many of these animals may die.
A lot of times they don't get placed in a sanctuary. If our sanctuaries are full, that animal has to be euthanized, unfortunately, because they just can't be returned back to the wild.
Currently, Southwest Wildlife Conservation Center is home to about 150 animals, most of which can never be released into the wild. With the investigative team, Amanda Ames, Cronkite News.
One former IndyCar driver hit the track again at the Phoenix International Raceway.
Coming up on Cronkite News, see how the injured athlete was able to drive a modified Corvette.
At Towers Jail, inmates are pausing to spend time with dogs. How one new program connects pooches with some inmates.
We are here tonight to explore tough issues.
You've got to have people around you who aren't just laying rose petals in front of your way. And I kid you not, this is true.
Trust is everything.
This has been so much fun.
It's about reaching people.
There are more players on the world stage. The issues are more complex.
We ask the questions that take us closer to the truth.
What happened and what might happen.
Because that's what we do.
Would you like doing something like I do? I couldn't do this. I'm not qualified.
I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Veterans behind bars of Towers Jail are reuniting with man's best friend. James Ulrich reports on how a new MASH unit program is benefiting both inmates and foster pets.
MASH is a shelter for abused animals rescued by the Animal Crimes Investigations Unit. They bring neglected canines to the veteran pods in the jail to interact with inmates dealing with PTSD. In turn, the dogs learn to cope with humans so that they one day can be adopted.
It's over there. What is that?
From veteran to inmate, Bill McGowan's road has not been easy.
I just had a bunch of things go wrong in the same year, and I ended up homeless. I lost my home, and when I ended up homeless, I ended up using drugs, and drugs is why I'm here.
The former meth user developed PTSD during a service in the 1990s. This new program introduces canines to veteran inmates to help with stress, something Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio says is a mutual benefit.
These dogs have been abused, so it's a two-way street here. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Before this program, only female inmates had contact with the dogs as they care for them daily. Now, Wednesdays just got a whole lot better for the veteran inmates.
Every Wednesday we know they're coming. I wish it was every day, but for now it's only Wednesdays. I mean, I've even offered to work taking care of them. You know, I love dogs. I've always had dogs in my life.
The lifelong dog owner deals with anger stemming from PTSD, but the four-legged cuddle buddies help ease that.
It brings you a little piece of reality being stuck in here. I have ADD and PTSD. The dog helps me calm down, helps me be able to cope with what I'm going through right now.
From pit bulls to Labradors, these dogs will be shuttled weekly to help these inmates, as the inmates help the dogs learn to trust humans again. In Phoenix, I'm James Ulrich, Cronkite News.
Picking up after your pooch just got a lot more serious for one Tempe apartment complex. Cronkite News reporter Ben Marjat went there to find out the dirty details.
Here at this apartment complex in Tempe, you're not likely to find any dog poop in the grass. That's because the apartment complex can charge residents $250 if they find out you were responsible.
I think it's a great idea because it keeps everyone accountable.
Before Nicole Spector moved into residences at Fountainhead, she had to sign a lease. Her dog, Stanley, he had to submit to a DNA test.
Everybody actually thinks it's pretty funny when the first time they hear about it, because they think that's a pretty crazy idea.
The idea is simple. Obtain DNA from dogs that are moving into the building, and if their owner doesn't do their duty and pick up after them, they mail the poop to a company called Poo Prints that will test the sample and find the culprit.
It's funny, the technology's been around for years. I don't know why nobody uses it.
The complex covers the cost of the initial DNA test, a quick swab of the dog's cheek, but the resident pays that $250 fee if found guilty.
I think just knowing that you can get caught will stop a lot of people and make sure that, they keep their community clean.
Everybody says it's never them that leaves the mess, and now they can really prove that and say that it's not me, and it just makes for a clean, nice, pretty community.
Now, the property manager told me that in the year that this place has been open, he's only had to find one person, and understandably, that person was not very happy. Here in Tempe, Ben Marjat, Cronkite News.
There's over 1,500 communities nationwide that now use the company Poo Prints, and some of those properties have reported a 95% reduction in pet waste.
Not everyone on the track at last weekend's IndyCar event steered with their hands.
Coming up on Cronkite News, how one former driver was able to drive at last weekend's Phoenix Grand Prix despite his paralysis.
When I was 12 years old, I was watching great performances on PBS. This program with Nureyev came on. Nureyev in a performance of Le Corsaire, and I was amazed and awestruck. I really wanted to do it. I was street dancing at the time, and I never thought of formal dance until I saw great performances. I knew that I was really a novice to dance, like high dance. I decided to check out the High School Performing Arts, and so one thing led to the next. Today, as a recognized dancer, I absolutely believe that when I saw the performance, it affected me tremendously. And I know that's what happens when I teach. I'm opening an option for them that they hadn't seen before.
The Desert Diamond West Valley Phoenix Grand Prix was last weekend, and it was the first IndyCar race at Phoenix International Raceway in more than a decade. The day before Saturday's race, Sam Schmidt, a quadriplegic and former driver, took a unique car on the track. Cronkite News reporter Lucas Robbins is live in Phoenix with how that car allows Schmidt to continue his passion.
I'm here outside Ability 360, a nonprofit that works to empower people with disabilities and is known across the country for their sports and fitness complexes. Last week, I was out at PIR, where former IndyCar driver Sam Schmidt, a quadriplegic, gave Ability 360 an award and drove an experimental Corvette using only his head. Sam Schmidt was back on the track driving between practice runs at the Phoenix Grand Prix on Friday.
It's great. Nothing better than beautiful weather and beautiful location and a fast car.
That fast car is a 2014 Corvette C7 Stingray. Modified by Aero Electronics, it is driven using only head movements.
I've done thousands of laps around PIR in a race car back in the 90s. Was very fortunate to win some races here, so a little bit of deja vu, a little bit of sentimentality to it.
The former IndyCar driver was left paralyzed after crashing during a practice back in 2000. And now, with the help of technology, Schmidt continues to get behind the wheel.
In the car, he's so natural, he's so talented, and he had such great control. I forgot that when we stopped, he couldn't get out himself. It was so normal to be driving with him, and then all of a sudden to realize that you know, he couldn't just get up and walk out. And that's when it first hit me how cool it is what we're doing.
The experimental semi-autonomous motor car, or SAM car, uses infrared cameras to track the driver's head turns for steering and a mouth tube for the accelerator and brakes.
When I got hurt, I really didn't know what I'd be able to do with the rest of my life. And so owning a team and being out here competing, I've been racing since I was 5 years old. It's kind of like all I need to know how to do, you know, so it definitely helps me get up every morning.
The SAM car team at Aero hopes that their technology can also help in other industries like working with factory equipment. Live in Phoenix, I'm Lucas Robbins, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, Senate President Andy Biggs will join us in studio as he does each month of the legislative session, and we'll discuss the pros and cons of federal health care with the head of England's national health care system.
I'm Gwen Eiffel on the next NewsHour, the Wisconsin primary results, plus a report on the demographic forces shaping the presidential election. That's Wednesday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.